This video I will again talk about wine main mushrooms, but this is original version with more details, so it is a longer video. Okay, I version we already was watching, I believe, and today is next. It is original version. Okay. Visitors to my YouTube channel may know that I propose a longevity diet that includes the intake of prebiotics. It is food for beneficial bacteria in the gut, such as resistant starch and mushrooms. Mushrooms are considered functional foods because they also contain bioactive compounds beneficial for health. Lion mane mushroom is widely recognized for its potential to support brain health. This is the main advantage. Immune function and digestive wellness. Numerous active components, including polysaccharides, D-terpenes, and aromatic compounds such as hericenones, terpenoids, and sterols are abundant in lion mane mushrooms. While traditional medicine has used these mushrooms for centuries, modern researchers still go, and primarily it is based on animal and laboratory studies with limited but growing human clinical evidence. You can go to the source information and read it in more details. So digestive health, this is, I believe, the main benefit, okay, at least for me. Bioactive polysaccharides, particularly beta-glucans and heteropolysaccharides, are largely resistant to digestion in the upper gastrointestinal tract, so they enter the colon undigested and serve as fermentable substrates for the beneficial gut bacteria to produce short-chain fatty acids, especially butyrate. Acetate propionate, it is also important, but butyrate is important food for guts, for epithelium layer in the gut, and also butyrate goes to all organs and it's very important for brain. Additional bioactive components show antimicrobial activity against bacterial and fungal pathogens. Furthermore, aromatic compounds in lion mane mushrooms and these produce short-chain fatty acids are suppressing inflammatory processes, protecting against insulin resistance, and exhibiting anti-tumor activity. Short-chain fatty acids may also protect against gastric ulcers by inhibiting the growth of pathogens, supporting intestinal barrier integrity, and reducing inflammation in the digestive tract. Cognitive support, it is again considered the main benefit in medicine, but okay, for me it is maybe not so important because I am fine mentally. Terpenoids in lion mane mushrooms stimulate production of nerve growth factor, which is essential for the growth and survival of brain cells. Human studies have shown improved cognitive abilities in older adults with mild cognitive impairment. So though these benefits may fade after stopping the use of the mushrooms. Okay, you can go to the source information, read in more details. Phenolic compounds exhibit potent antioxidant effects by scavenging reactive oxygen species and inducing the enzymes, antioxidant enzymes produced in the body. Early research suggests that 4 weeks of intake of these lion mane mushrooms may help alleviate mild symptoms of anxiety and depression. This is thought to be due to its anti-inflammatory effect and ability to support hypothalamus, the brain region responsible for emotional responses and explicit memory. Terpenoids, such as terpenoids, can cross the blood-brain barrier and boost the production of neurotropic factors that are important for synaptic plasticity, neurogenesis, and health of neurons in general. The so-called hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis is a key part of this process that controls how the body reacts to stress. It controls stress hormones. Research in animals indicates that a supplementation of lion mane mushrooms may normalize this activity by mitigating stress-induced increases in corticosterone, consequently diminishing both physiological and behavioral manifestation of chronic stress. Moreover, evidence indicates that supplementation of wine main mushrooms alters the gut-brain axis by fostering the proliferation of beneficial gut bacteria that provide anti-inflammatory and neuroactive metabolites, including those that affect brain function. It's especially butyrate. Okay, diabetes support. Taken at the start of main meals, mushrooms may be beneficial for management of diabetes by improving blood sugar management and reducing some of the side effects. Daily doses as low as 6 milligrams of polysaccharides per body weight, per kilo of body weight from these wine main mushrooms reduce blood sugar levels in both normal and diabetic mice. One way that this wine main mushroom lowers blood sugar is by blocking enzyme that is responsible for digestion of carbohydrates such as starch and table sugar in the small intestine, and this results in reduced blood sugar levels. The culinary mushroom maitake and also cinnamon also contain these inhibitors of this enzyme. The oral intake of ethanol extract of dry LM powder for 6 weeks by diabetes resulted in significant decrease in the serum glucose and glucose and sensitivity to glucose. Improved sensitivity to glucose. Anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Age-related systemic chronic inflammation can lead to cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes mellitus type 2, chronic disease of kidney and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and also autoimmune and neurodegenerative disorders. Edible mushrooms are known to exert anti-inflammatory effects. It is all mushrooms responsible, but LM is rich in antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals, potentially reducing chronic inflammation linked to heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Certain animal studies have found that LM extract reduce markers of inflammation and oxidative stress in rodents and may be especially useful in managing inflammatory bowel disease and liver damage. Okay, you can go to publication. Short-chain fatty acids produced by beneficial bacteria in the colon are important to cure inflammatory diseases and infections. Polysaccharides work as prebiotics and demonstrate antioxidant activity also. Okay, immune system boost and anti-cancer effects. In ancient Chinese medicine, mushrooms were considered to be the most effective natural remedies for various types of tumors and infections. Bioactive polysaccharides, especially beta-glucans in wine main, can activate immune cells like macrophages and natural killer cells, also white blood cells, helping the body defend against pathogens. Terpenoids and polysaccharides from these wine main mushrooms inhibit growth and can contribute to induction of apoptosis in several cancer cell lines in laboratory cell cultures. There was much research in this direction. Quite many different type of tumors were investigated. So it has been demonstrated that hot water and ethanol extracts from wine main mushrooms blocked migration and invasion of cancer cells. This is so-called anti-metastatic activity, and reduce the tumor growth by blocking angiogenesis in the lung of mice. Angiogenesis is growth of new blood vessels to supply nutrients for the growing tumor. Okay, doses. Some researchers recommend from 3 to 5 grams of dry powder of these mushrooms per day, taken in the morning for cognitive benefits or in the evening due to its calming effects. Powder of these mushrooms can be mixed into hot water, tea, coffee, hot milk, a smoothie, or other beverages, or added to food. High doses up to 10 grams daily may not provide additional benefits, but lead to bloating, loose stool, brain fog, and other side effects in some individuals. Again, this is official medical opinion, not my opinion. Therefore, it is recommended to start with lower doses and increase gradually. Already smaller doses, like 350 milligram of this mushroom mycelia, it is dry mycelia as powder, 3 times daily for 49 weeks, demonstrated significantly improved cognitive function in people with Alzheimer's disease symptoms. So it works even at very small amounts. Okay, my personal opinion, it's again different from opinion of medical professionals because I'm focused on longevity. In many of my videos, I have discussed the longevity diet that, in contrast to strict carnivore diet, includes mega doses of ascorbic acid and some prebiotics like such as resistant starch and edible mushrooms in amount of about 50 grams by dry weight or more daily by dry weight. Okay, and you can watch my old video with more details on it. But again, it is my just central idea. In older age, acidity of the stomach juice is reduced and digestion of red meat can be compromised. So, and to avoid this production of toxins in the colon by pathogens, I use, for example, ascorbic acid in mega doses. Ascorbic acid shortens the gut transit time and suppresses the production of ammonia and toxins from undigested connective tissues in meat. Resistant starch or mushrooms are necessary to produce short-chain fatty acids in the colon and improve gut health. Short-chain fatty acids also beneficial for improving health of other organs in the body. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is again, it is quite well-known opinion, and again, I support it, but only that I prefer to use prebiotics, not fruits and vegetables, but prebiotics such as I use resistant starch, and now in the mushrooms, especially mushrooms now. Resistant starches, okay, raw powders of potato and cassava starches are very affordable. Premium grade Thai cassava starch is priced about 15 Thai baht per kilo, but problem that only about 65% of the starch is resistant starch. The rest, 35%, is digested and converted to glucose in the blood. So, and this glucose so the rest, again, 35% can be digested in the small intestine and converted to glucose. In the presence of insulin in the blood, adipose tissues produce fat from this glucose and store it. So, in my personal experience, when I was taking up to 100 grams of raw tapioca starch per day, my body weight increased due to deposition of subcutaneous fat. This is not very much dangerous fat, but yet it's again, I don't like it. I also drink much coffee and hot milk from the raw milk powder. And I digest lactose without any problem, but lactose also contribute to accumulation of fat because it is digested, it is converted to glucose and galactose, and again glucose is converted to fat. This, in contrast to abdominal fat, this fat, which is again subcutaneous fat, is not considered as unhealthy, but I just don't like to be overweight, so I change the diet a little bit and I try to use more mushrooms. So, and in particular, I add dried powder of this lion mane mushrooms and cinnamon, again together, because you take cinnamon or mushrooms, they both suppress digestion of carbohydrates in intestine, but better to use both. Okay, I use them to hot milk and coffee to enhance flavor, suppress digestion of lactose, and boost nutritional value. Normally, it is 1 or 2 teaspoons, up to 3 grams per cup of powder, and that altogether it's more than 10 grams daily, maybe even a little bit more. Additionally, it's wine main mushroom powder and lactose act as prebiotics, both. Lactose also, if it is not digested, it goes to the colon and digested in the colon by beneficial bacteria. And it is promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria and supporting health, so it is all good. The only side effects is bloating, which is the production of gases such as carbon dioxide and hydrogen in the colon. So I don't think it is a big problem. Prices for this dry powder of wine main mushrooms in Thailand with delivery from China are about 456 or 520 Thai baht per kilo. It is only 14 to 16 American dollars. So no adverse effects have been seen in rats, even at doses as high as 5 grams per kilo of body weight. It is a lot. So I cannot take so much, but again, even if I take 10 grams, I see no side effects. The only side effects it is bloating. But again, again, it was used in laboratory studies, so it is not toxic at all. Okay, you can go to the source information, read these publications. As a professional scientist, I rely on scientific publications, not on recommendations of medical professionals or opinion of some influencers. I research, I go to the inside in the publication, try to understand the mechanism, how it works, and then eventually I use it for myself and see what are the benefits, and if I have any. And again, in my case, I use both cinnamon and this dry powder of mushrooms as prebiotics and also to suppress production of glucose from lactose. Okay, thank you for watching this video. My opinion may or may not agree with official recommendations, mostly not, because I'm not medical professional. I am interested in my own longevity, and what I recommend, it is sometimes absolutely different, but it also very much different from opinion of enthusiasts of this carnivore diet, because carnivore diet is not longevity diet. Carnivore people who are on strict carnivore diet, like people in Mongolia or in some tribes like Maasai tribes in Eastern Africa, they don't live long. In Maasai people live maybe 65 maximum, and people in Mongolia also maybe 65, with maybe 70, but not many. Okay, the average longevity is not good enough, so I try to modify it. Of course, in older age we need a lot of protein, but I use proteins which are easy to digest. It is like whey protein powder, or it is like meat cooked with sauce with the technique, or I use these mushrooms and also some. So I try to get my protein enough, 2 grams per kilo of my body weight at least, or more. It is again, but I am very careful about that to shorten the gut transit time and to avoid this production of toxins. Among these recent supplements which I started to use, I am most happy about gotu kola and ginseng also, and this wine main mushrooms also good. So I see that my endurance increased, and if I go cycling, I go much higher speed and much longer, so I can get maybe 90 kilometers per day by cycling. So it is, and I'm feeling great. I feel good. So it is again. I was disappointed for a while in the past from Chinese medicine, but again, it is probably because I didn't go into details. I didn't understand how to use it. I was following the recommendations of these Chinese healers, but they don't go into details. They actually sell. They are more interested to sell these Chinese supplements and medicine. But again, you have to understand how to use it to get what you want. And also maybe For example, I was taking water cola, but I was making water extract of water cola, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Water cola you have to consume together with some fat, then it will work, and it works amazing, and it is very cheap also. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. And okay, don't forget to press like and bell button. It is the easiest way to support my channel. Also subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends, and your support helps me. And again, even if I'm mostly focused on my own rejuvenation and my own longevity, I appreciate some help. And again, this is how science goes. Any feedback, any comments are much appreciated, because it in answering to these questions, I think what to do, and I work better for myself. Okay, so I appreciate it. But again, now this month I'm 69, and I'm quite good in health, endurance especially, quite good. But I have to implement maybe more some treatments and supplements to see how it works. And I believe that it is very much possible to live a few hundred years, maybe 1,000 years, or I mean, considering that development of technologies, we can live maybe forever young. And the only problem that it is like I do it for myself, but people, this science always based on some experiments and demonstrations. And even if I'm 69, and even if I'm healthy now and quite good, to convince people to follow me, maybe I have to wait maybe 5 or even 10 years longer before people will see how it works for me. But again, you can try yourself, use this information, make your own research. It is possible. Again, my opinion, we can live like patriarchs in the Bible up to 1,000 years. Okay, so let's do it. Have a wonderful day. Ciao, ciao.